Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here in just a minute. Please go ahead and hit subscribe while we shuffle it and go over the information on our celebrities. We're going to be doing Celebrity Tarot. My name is Jordan. Once again, hit subscribe. We are doing Finn Wolfhard and Jack Dylan Grazer, and this is requested by Beep Beep Boris, a subscriber of mine, and Stan Likes the Bathtub, also a subscriber of mine. So thank you for those requests. And we are going to get started. If you have a request, please leave that in the comment section, or you can get a hold of me on my social media, and that's in the details box below. We're going to find out just the current energy of these two, the relationship that they had, what kind of brought them together, the strengths and weaknesses within their relationship. I'm just going to get a current energy through Oracle first, and then we'll confirm with Tarot. But I'm going to go over their astrology with you guys first. So we will start with Jack Dylan Grazer. He was born in LA, California, September 3rd, 2003. He was in the film version of Stephen King's It. The role was his first major studio film, and he was in the movie with Finn. His sun sign is Virgo, moon is Sagittarius, okay? And then Earth and Fire. Okay, let's go over to Finn. We've already introduced him on a different reading. But anyway, they're both actors. I think he's also a musician. He was born in Canada. His sun sign is Capricorn. Moon sign is a Leo. Ascending is Virgo. He was born Monday, December 23rd. I think I already said that. And where's it at? Yeah, so he's a Canadian-born actor, and his first acting job was from Craigslist. He made it his television debut in a network show, The 100, as Zoran, and later as Jordan Pinsky in The Supernatural. All righty. Well, I guess we'll get started then, yeah? All right. I'm going to pull a couple cards here. Find out where we are currently. I'm going to pull two cards and see which one has the current energies. Okay. Okay. Fire. Earth and fire. They're both. Well, I mean, this is so crazy, but these cards literally look like them. That is so weird. Okay, so I got the Knight of Wands. It's in reverse, and this is Finn, and it literally looks like him. That's weird. And this is Jack. Dylan, whatever his name is. Okay, he's the King of Pentacles. I got the Knight of Wands also. So I'm going to get a current energy through the Oracle cards. I'm just putting them on sides. Wanted to make sure that it pulled out in cards, and it actually did. What's going on with the two? They're both in reverse. Okay, right. So let's find out. Okay. Now, Finn comes from a extremely happy family. So currently he's just in a place where he's very stable. He could even be in a romance or just feeling at peace in general with love and like relationships. It doesn't even mean he has to be in a relationship. It just, there's like a stability, a groundingness, a stillness that's very current. He is a little overly emotional, which is fine. And he is not very much on leading himself right now. So he's growing, he's changing, but there's like a lot of emotional things going on as far as anything that is unpredictable, impulsive. He might even have little tarot, even temper flare-ups every now and again. Those are things that are kind of at the core of him currently. As far as this guy over here, Dylan, so his stability is shaky too, and he's very much a leader normally, but the security around that is not right now. It's very passive. He's very passive. So it's just not very grounded in his realm either. And the attachment to things is really causing some conflict. And it could have a lot to do with like financial stuff. So there is a door that's kind of opening up for him if he were to cooperate and, you know, partner up with the situation at hand. He could get into a place where his value grows, or he could get into a place where he's just given, you know, an award for his value, however that resonates for him. But there's some cash coming his way. A money bag is getting full for him, but he still feels like with his outer situation and the money stuff and his sense of safety is not on fleek. Okay. It's just not there. And the attachment to thinking that you need to be safe when you're full of money is causing a lot of conflict here. It's causing a lot of conflict, a lot of rift. So that's them currently. We're going to find out their current feelings towards one another. And this is just going to all be confirmed through tarot, okay? That is so weird that they popped out and they look like them. It looks like them. Okay. I just still think tarot cards are so weird, aren't they? It's just the most wild thing. Let's find out the current feelings for Finn and him, Dylan. Both of their feelings currently for one another. Okay, so we got the Nine of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, reverse, Eight of Pentacles, reverse, Eight of Swords. Also in reverse, Page of Cups. That's weird. Some sort of, could even be a roadblock, but there's, you know, some sort of resolve. There was some fear surrounding the relationship for Finn. So Finn had some fear surrounding the relationship, and that's kind of come to a closure. And it's just kind of in a place where it's ended and things have kind of shifted, and he has a new cycle in his relationship with him. But there was some fear surrounding the idea that there would definitely be like no contentment. There'd be no more passion, no more excitement within this relationship. There was a fear maybe of losing this relationship. Okay. And for Jack Dylan, he's over here. He has lack of movement towards the relationship. They might not even be communicating much. The communication is not as clear as it used to be. And the movement towards that kind of creates a little anxiety when he thinks of his relationship with Finn, because he thinks everything should kind of be perfect. And if it's not perfect, it's like almost like he's not willing to go towards him. So there might not be a whole lot of communication. Again, these people are busy. They're actors, so they probably can't, you know, connect as much. And, you know, the ovary emotion is just maybe could, you know, be surrounding that fear that, you know, that relationship is not always going to be as still as, or, you know, in one place. It just changes, and there's fear surrounding that for Finn for sure. Okay, a connection that brought the two of them together. The connection for Finn is that with Dylan, he has learned to be loyal. He has learned how to be a friend. He has learned to love a friend. He has learned to have that emotional connection with somebody. So that is something that brought him further into this relationship, further into this connection when they first met. Okay. Energy. For Dylan, it is just the solitude of it, you know, the just about those two, just about almost like because they're known to be the two of them, and it's very just like isolated. It's just kind of them closed off, and it's like almost like a big energy balloon, and it's just the two of them. That's what the connection for him it had increased, and because of the alikeness, they have a lot of alikes here, a lot of things that resonate kind of the same way here. Also for Finn, there was a lot of emotion, and it was like a new beginning for him. Okay. And this new beginning definitely brought a new cycle. It brought in, you know, making a choice, making a decision, and the decision was to be this person's friend. And this is all things that he was learning to do. So he learned big time how to be a friend when it comes to Dylan. Okay. And over here on Dylan's end, lastly, weird. You know, normally where there's safety, it's almost like Dylan's connection maybe could have brought Finn, or vice versa, however it resonates, some sort of unsafety. Okay, so somebody here in this relationship thinks one or the other is all about themselves, very selfish. They're normally a safety person, and it's very clear that it's coming over here from Dylan, and it's almost like a part of the situation. But he feels like there was no support in the relationship as far as like, you know, like maybe he thought like somebody was taken off. One of them thought that the other was greedy, selfish, kind of all about their ego and taking off to go make a bunch of money. And they, you know, and I feel like it might have been Dylan because that's just where it's coming from. Okay. Let's find out the weakness. That might have just been the weakness. It was, excuse me. It was. Okay. All right. Let's get into likely outcome here. Let's find out a likely outcome for the next month here. Kind of what's ahead of them. Any events, experiences, challenges together. Okay. So there's definitely new beginnings. There was an ending of a relationship over on Finn's side. Okay. Four of Wands in reverse is just indicating lack of like, you know, coming together with somebody, lack of like having a celebration, any joy, excitement about, you know, anything he's passionate about as far as a human goes. There is an Ace of Wands, so new beginning, definitely something on the horizon for him. This could be something creative, something that he has for an ambition, passion. This could be him kind of starting something new as far as like spiritually beginning something. So he could just be kind of cracking out of his shell and like starting something new. Over here on Dylan's end for likely outcome, there again come this grief, there's some stuff. He has concerns. He's, you know, he's the one with the issues over here. He's got some chaos, some conflict happening. There's definitely fives just galore over here, and it's almost like there's something hidden, and he's grieving. He's definitely grieving something emotionally, or was. And it just kind of brought a lot of chaos into his life. It definitely brought a lot of things that it felt like it was meaningless after a certain point. When there was like a strength in the relationship that he had with somebody. He could even be in a relationship. Yeah, he could definitely be in a relationship. And it's just like, as far as this relationship, it's almost like something's hidden. Because there's always chaos going on within him. There's something going on there. Something where he's not like complete. Let's find out a likely action towards one another. So Finn will give him guidance. If he were to ask, you know, he'll, you know, if he calls him up, he'll give him some guidance instead of, you know, Finn just kind of closing off, because not Finn, excuse me, Dylan. Dylan is very much about that hermit energy, definitely about isolating type of thing. And it's almost, you know, because he's going to get, okay, here we go. Emotionally, whatever kind of relationship Dylan is in, this is just popping up actually with the 7 of Cups upright. Okay, so with him giving him guidance, Finn is going to give him guidance. And I pulled that card before, so now I'm being cleared up over here on what it is. So there is a relationship. There is a lot of grief and chaos going on in the relationship. It's a love connection. And he's going to call, or one of them's going to call, because, you know, the delusion is very, whatever he's deluding, like whatever he's not seeing is very hidden. So he's going to get some advice over here from Finn. And that's what this with the 7 of Cups is, just indicating and confirming indecision. Okay. And indicating that he wants to get into some sort of place of, you know, solution or knowing what the hell's going on with his relationships. Good. I'm glad. I'm failing today. I just said Kristen Stewart's going to win an Oscar. So who knows? I'm like, shit. All right. That is the end of that situation. I'm like, just like some days I don't even know. Words just come out, you know, and those sometimes are the best readings. And I'm like, really? Okay. But I hope that you enjoyed that reading. Satanic. Sometimes in the celebrity readings, things come up that don't normally come up in a normal person's reading because they are a celebrity. A lot of times I'll see that they are children that are used when they were young. I can tell. And like when they're not into relationships, it's a very neutral reading. Like Leonardo DiCaprio, I very much believe he was used as a child. And I very much believe that he is utilized to, you know, look like a playboy, or, you know, to look like, you know, a certain specific type. And that's why he's always got those models and stuff around him. But he very much suffers from intimacy in relationships, any kind of situation. But I feel like just kind of like running into his body language when he was a kid and running his body language now when he's around females, you can definitely tell. But I think that they are used. I think they're utilized in the wrong ways. And it's really scary when they pop up in the reading, because I'm like, I feel like it might get on me or something. If that makes sense. Oh, I don't know. I should do one on both of them, Millie and him. What do you think? Is Millie and Finn fighting on Stranger Things?
No.
Well, this gentleman thinks that they might be feuding. My daughter is a Stranger Things. She's a fan. So she says she doesn't think that they're fighting. Bobby Brown, maybe. Yes. Yeah, I think so too.
I am pretty sure they like sometimes fight in Stranger Things, but in real life they're good friends.
Yes. The boys specifically are really close, and Finn was just quoted saying that he would love to do another movie with Dylan, because he hasn't done one since It. So he would like to do another movie with him. If that was a movie that he could pick somebody from Stranger Things, he'd pick him. But I will look into the Millie Brown and the Finn one. So, all right, we'll see you guys later. Hit subscribe, please. Don't forget to click that bell so you don't miss the notifications here. And share, like, and follow on all your social media. And don't forget to enjoy your Sunday. Bye.